Next up, Fulham.
I don't know too much about them, to be honest. Other than we're supposed to hate them as Chelsea fans. However, I nothing them. They have Scott Parker. They have Scott
former Chelsea man.
Yeah, former Chelsea man. Good player, decent player.
Next Chelsea manager when Lampard leaves or gets fired.
No chance. They've got Mitrovic, decent player, keeps scoring goals as per usual. Can rely on him, and they've done well in the transfer market. A nice loan deal from Southampton, Lemina, and a couple of other players that.
Lemina didn't really get much action though for Southampton in the game time, did he?
Not much, but he did perform quite well in the few games that I've seen him. But I'm quite surprised that they don't really play him that often. But yeah, he's a decent player. Once of Juventus, great signing.
Yeah, you used to always sign him on the Championship managers and Football Managers.
Yeah. So for Fulham in terms of staying in the Premier League, I think they're going to struggle. Yeah, they think they're going to struggle big time.
And final position?
Final position, 17th.
They're going to.
Okay. Oh, they're going to survive.
So you think they're going to survive?
They're going to survive at the end. Yeah, they're going to struggle, but they're going to survive at the end. I think they've Mitrovic is going to be the Lord save for them.
To be fair, a goal scorer makes all the difference at their bottom, right?
Yeah,
that could be it. But Norwich had Pukki last season and they couldn't do it. And they also had one of the most creative midfielders. But they were one of the worst teams I've ever seen in the Premier League, as we've touched on. Yeah, I'll take over then. So again, there's not really much to note about Fulham in terms of transfers. Nothing big in or out. Yeah, they finished 4th in the Championship last season. So they were the team which benefited from the playoffs.
Right.
But they did finish well, though. They got 11 points from the last 5 games, so pretty decent. Yeah, but unfortunately, I just don't think it's enough. I think the Premier League is too good. And I predict them to finish second bottom in 19th place.
Interesting.
Wow.
Okay, so a little bit of background. Scott Parker actually took over and his managerial career from Fulham 2 years ago and actually got Fulham relegated. Took over sort of when the ship was already sinking. So so he's actually been relegated with Fulham. Kudos to him, though. One year in the Championship, a very competitive league to get out of on his first year of asking, has brought them back up. Yeah. So that's a big kudos to him. He's kept Mitrovic intact. And to be honest, they got through the playoffs without him, really. Came on as a sub in sort of extra time against Brentford in the final, but they didn't really have him in the playoffs and towards the back end of the season. So, Scott Parker's done really, really well. Mitrovic, 26 goals in the Championship last year. I think he's good for at least 12, 13 goals in the Premiership next year. They obviously brought in, is it Melina from Southampton?
Yeah.
Right. That's good. I think they're always sort of linked with Callum Chambers at Arsenal. I know he played for them a couple of years ago and at right back and at centre midfield. So would love it. Scott Parker, if you're listening, please take him off our hands. A little 10 minutes would go nicely.
Well, they're playing Arsenal, right? For game 1 of the season.
We play them game 1 and
Craven Cottage.
Yeah. Normally that would be a little bit more of a London derby, intense fans, right on top of you. But
used to be a horrible great game ground to go to, right?
Yes. But I think with the fans not being there, that'll play into our hands and probably it would hinder sort of the lower end teams. But I think they'll get relegated convincingly. I think they'll finish 19th also.